welcome everybody to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss. And before we start this episode, if you could please subscribe to the channel, DBoss Networks, and also subscribe to the guests. But today, it's all about the funk. And I'm telling you, today we got a special guest for you, and they're going to tell us about all the funk and what's going on with them. And they're called, introduced to them, Funkyardx. And we have Steve Johnson.
How you doing?
Willy Mac.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Wow. It's all about the funk today. So
nothing else matters.
Can you introduce yourself to us, Steve Johnson, where you come from and what you do?
My name is Steve Johnson. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and by way of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a keyboard player and producer and songwriter for the band. And funk is where it's at. That's the genre.
All right. And Willy Mac, can you tell everybody what you do, where you come from?
Yes. Once again, my name is Willie McMillan. I am a keyboard / organ / drum / bass player / singer, songwriter, into production.
Okay. I guess it's okay. He does a lot of stuff also, like you.
Mm-hmm. he freezes too. He does that really well.
Freezes. He does that freeze and hold imperative. So go ahead now, Willie.
Yeah.
So that's what else you do. Oh, well,
he's gone.
Well, he'll come back in. So, Can you tell us, Steve, how you came up with the name Funkyardx?
Yeah, I came up with the name Funkyardx. I used to have a band in Detroit. We was Funkyardx. I mean, we was regular Funkyard. We was the Funkyard band. And, that band was really good. And, things happened. We ended up splitting up and going our separate ways. And I moved to Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. And when I moved to Cleveland, Ohio, there he is.
Sorry, I got a call.
Okay. When I moved to Cleveland, Ohio, I started, me and a couple of musicians was just kind of like experimenting. And I decided to create another band, and I call it Funkyard Experiment. It was because it was still the same concept, Funkyard band from Detroit.
Experiment. Well, that'd be a little different. I like this.
Yes. Yes. So I just shortened it to X because it's a lot of, it's hard to come up with a logo for Funkyard Experiment. You know what I'm saying? So we shortened it to Funkyardx. But that's where the name comes from, that concept. It was just, still Funkyard concepts that I had in Detroit, but it was an experiment because I'm in a whole different city with a whole nother group of guys.
All right. So how many people are in the band?
There's 10 actually. There's 10. Yeah. We have a full horn section. Willie plays vocals, horns, percussion, everything else too at the same time, sing. And then we have a full rhythm section.
So, do you sing?
Me, my vocals are I do, but my vocals are very unfortunate.
Oh, okay, unfortunate.
No,
okay,
not
so
very
Willie,
well.
So Willie, you're where are you from? You didn't get a chance to tell you.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, so yes, I'm from here. And I'm a church boy turned to that loves funk. That's pretty much what it is.
So you're the vocalist.
Yes, ma'am.
So how did you get your voice?
My whole family sings. I got a family full of singers. So yeah, I've been singing ever since I could talk. So it's in me.
So you sang in church, and then you came out of the church.
Yeah, well, I'm still in the church, but I love funk too. So I believe it's okay to do both. We still giving praise through both sides. Still using my gift.
Well, both you, Steve, and your band, funk. So you guys are playing with live instruments, and you don't see that today too often. So
Yeah.
how did you? I know. So how did you guys come up with? Okay, you know what? Let's do a live instrument band.
I used to tour quite a bit in the past with different artists, and I would see some of these bands that we play, that some of these bands on the tour that I was on, and bands like Earth, Wind, and Fire, bands
Ooh.
like Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band, and Cameo, and they don't even Gap Band and Cameo. They don't really tour with horn sections, but they did back in the day. And man, those vibes that energy coming off the stage, just it pierced my soul. So I mean, I was bought in from that point on, and I always wanted to do a large band.
Right. So how was it like when you worked with Cameo and Earth, Wind, and Fire? Like you must have just was.
Well, those particular artists, I just happened to be in the other band,
Okay.
As a matter of fact, my first band, Funkyard, the regular Funkyard, we used to open for those guys, Cameo, Gap Band, and the Time. We
Woo!
we
Bring
used
me
to
back
open for
now.
them. Yeah. Yeah, and they very, like I said, their live performance. If some of your listening audience haven't seen some of them live, you really should. I'm telling you, it's a whole experience.
So who have you worked with, Willie Mac, before you came
Um,
to the band?
I didn't do too much. I was pretty much doing a lot of church stuff. I'm not fortunate like Steve to be great to do tours, but I was able to do some church stuff with some famous people as far as gospel wise. But yeah, I would love to be able to be a part of bands like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it though.
Oh, so you get your inspiration, your voice and your vocals coming from the church, but which is okay, that's fine. But when you sing, so do you know how to dance and stuff, or you don't? Because I know some people that don't know how to dance can't put nothing together.
Yes, I do know how to dance. I do have rhythm. Yes, I know how.
Contrary to the public.
Right.
Why you think something else, Steve? It's not.
Hey, I'm just one of the guys in the band.
That's crazy.
With
So
no
you
opinion.
guys, because the funk groups used to always, they're always, known for performing, little dialogues and skits, and you guys
Yeah.
had to practice that along with your singing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us are actors by, we was born actors. So
So did you guys?
yeah. So it came natural.
Willie's laughing, so we don't know we're laughing. But
Oh, and the other thing I want to put out there, I don't want to make it seem like I'm a heathen. I came out the church as well, and as a matter of fact,
did anybody call you that? No.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I just want to put that out there. I was also a music director for people like Marvin Winans and Donnie McClurkin and Marvin Sapp. Yeah.
So you worked with lightweight.
No lightweight.
He's no
He's
lightweight.
very humble, but he's no lightweight.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm no heathen.
That's okay. You had to come up. So you guys working and okay? Did you wear any of the jumpsuits?
You mean like Cam? You like it back in the day, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Cam?
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
But some Con Function, you see some of those bands, they all had on those jumpsuits. So we
Yeah,
gotta
I don't think I look good in those.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
ain't
speak
outside.
for Willie, but I know I wouldn't look good in those.
Yes, for the Willie.
I won't look good in one either. Look good in one either.
But they would make you do that. You know what I mean? They would make you do that sort of thing if you guys want it, because we, you know, funk and disco era, when you guys are in, it was very hard era because you guys were competing against the rock, the pop, you know, all these guys. And a lot of people, I know back in high school, a lot of people, oh, you guys like funk, and we really had to stand up for ourselves. Yeah, we like funk. You know, so you guys growing up in that part, how did your society and your community react to you?
Well, actually, I think I'm the only one that grew up in that era. I think everybody else in the band was born in that era. I'm the old head. Yeah, I'm him.
It's okay. You're not an old G.
I'm old. Okay, I like that better than old head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody else was born in that, and you know, because we're musicians, and you know that era was really, you know, driven live music. It was live music driven, and everybody in the band is like very good live musicians. So you know, it was easy for them to tap into that. So you know, I like to say that I introduced it, but some would probably beg to differ. You know, everybody got a little funk bone in them. You know, I just felt like I'm the one that tickled the funk bone and brought it out.
So what kind of bars did you guys perform in? Lounge bars? Where did you guys perform at?
Let me see. We started out we were doing like college. We started out doing some college places, and you know, college and outdoor festivals.
Okay.
And we started, you know, the lounges we're a little large for a lounge. We did it a few times.
Oh, it has to be a big venue lounge.
Exactly. Usually it's jazz band venues, but you know, one of them is, you know, if we have anybody in Cleveland, I'm sure a lot of people in Cleveland heard about Mitchell. It's a bar, but upstairs they have a whole event area. And shout out to Derek Wooten if he ever sees this. Yeah, and it's really nice. You come to Cleveland, they have great entertainment there. That's a place that we will play that's considered a lounge, but it's one of the nicer ones with a big stage.
Okay. So the people, you'll be on the top of the stage, and then everybody else will be dancing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We definitely a dance band as well.
Well, you got to have enough room for Willie Mac to show off his stuff and be singing to the ladies and kneeling down and all that.
Yeah, we gotta have enough room for his stanky leg act.
Right, my stanky leg.
So you guys must have some crazy stories, you know. So what was the most craziest thing that happened to you guys while out performing? You could say each, because I know Steve probably got a whole set.
Oh, Willie, I'll let you take this
one. I think it might have been my first actual show with Funkyard. I was scared as ever because Funkyard does a lot of music, and it's intense. And it's a lot, so I tried to learn everything within like a month. So I was really nervous, but we went to Oberlin College, and it was just the intensity and the energy from the students there and from the people there. Like, it just took me to a whole nother level. So like having that energy for me just was amazing to me. So it took the whole concert to another level. And it was something I had never experienced before, so it was great.
Yeah, I remember that. That energy was crazy. Yeah. Miss DBoss, did she freeze up?
Right.
She good at that too. He's laughing at you, Willie. How well you freeze up.
Right.
Look like she looks like she joined the game.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, she's frozen up real good.
That was good.
So I guess I'll take over as host of the show. So Willie,
you got a show now?
I won't ask no personal questions or nothing like that.
Oh, God.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, wow.
I guess we're the hosts.
Right.
Hello, listening audience. Just for the record, I'm not Idris Elba. My name is Steve Johnson.
We still don't know yet.
I might be his distant cousin or somewhere. You know, my papa was a Rolling Stone, so he might even be my brother. Who knows?
Right. Aren't y'all close in age too? Y'all close in age too, aren't y'all?
Yeah, I'm like 5 years older than him.
That might be your little brother.
He might be my little brother. He just might.
We're here.
Hey.
I don't know.
Did you play? You decided you wanted to join the game too?
Yes, I did. So okay. So where you left off, what was happening to you? So what happened?
Okay, yeah, I took over as host and I started asking Willie questions. This is D. Steve here.
This is Real Life Matters, and you don't know what be happening. But anyway, don't worry about it. Okay, so tell us now your scenario. Don't worry about it. We'll get that.
Go ahead, Steve.
Call me D. Other Boss.
D other boss.
Yeah.
No, so I was just saying how it was just amazing. Like I said, it was my first concert, and just the energy that the students were giving back. It just took it to another level. And I've done concerts before. I was on American Got Talent with my brothers, my gospel group, and that was great. And I felt like that was great, but this experience was just nothing like it. So that was one of the greatest experiences for me, or crazy experiences for me.
Wow. Okay, so what else? Tell us another one. So you said you were on with Mary Got Talent?
America's Got Talent.
Americans. Oh, so you were there.
Yeah,
so
I've been on that.
On there. Tell us now.
I went on there with my brothers. We have a gospel group called New Covenant, and we went on there. This was like in 2010. And we made it to like the top 48. So we went pretty far. So yeah, it was a good experience.
Oh, and then now you're here with Steve.
I'm with Funkyard. That's right. Yeah.
They stole you. Any of your other brothers are in the band too, or no?
No.
Okay. All right. So Steve, tell us now.
Okay, I got this crazy story about the first Funkyard band. This was kind of crazy, so I want to tell this story. We were out to do an audition as a band, but we were auditioning for Aaliyah. Remember Aaliyah?
Yeah, I know Aaliyah, yes.
Yeah, we was auditioning for her band.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, we were auditioning for her band, and it's kind of crazy because I compare the similarities from the last band to this band, and I know this band would definitely be able to pull something like this off. But we got there, and we were told that a drummer was going to have some drums for us, and the venue would have drums for us, and they ended up. The guy who brought the drums ended up taking his drums after he auditioned. He said, "I gotta go," and he packed his drums up and came back and had a seat to watch and see what we was gonna do. So I set up my keyboards, and my brother set up. He's a keyboard bass player. We used synth bass back then because we didn't have a bass player. Mm-hmm. And then I had a drummer who's like renowned out there right now. He plays for Victor Wooten. I don't know if you heard of Victor Wooten.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, he's an international musician, but the drummer he didn't have a set of drums, so what he did was he got my keyboard case, set his foot pedal up against it, pulled out his snare, put it on a bar stool, pulled out his practice pad, and his cymbals, and put it on the bar stool, and we set up like a junkyard. It looked like Fat Albert. You watch Fat Albert in the game? It looked like a
Yes.
junkyard setup.
Wow.
And that's where the name Funkyard came from, because we had a little junkyard set up, and he actually played those drums, took a solo and everything. He's beating on the side of the bar stool legs, and it was amazing, and we wowed everybody, and actually got the gig, but it never took off. But
well, so what did that guy say that took the drums off?
He sat there and watched the whole thing and just left like he was upset because he didn't think we would pull that off, and somehow we did. And that drummer, he was I was like, wow. I was like, this is one for the books. But that's how we came up with the name Funkyard, because we had a setup that looked like a junkyard. Yeah.
All right, so what was your most highest moment? Like you felt, oh my gosh, we're there. We're gonna be there.
Probably we went to this convention called NAMM, and there was like NAMM is a big music convention that they hold in it's in California. Anaheim. I was about to say Albuquerque. I'm sorry. Anaheim. I don't know why that came, but Anaheim, California. And it was like a lot of like renowned musicians there, and a kid I produced. I don't know if you heard of Justin Schultz. Lee Schultz. Yeah, he's an amazing young musician. I produced, one of his records, and he performed with us, and it was like a lot of people there. Producers, industry people. That's where they go that time of year, and usually in January they go down to this big convention down there, and we performed, and the band really turned up. I was actually nervous, was a little nervous that everybody would be have that nervous energy would throw us off. And,
it's better you be nervous at the beginning than before than on.
Yeah, well, I think most of the guys in the band, they go into this mode while we're performing and almost forget where we at, and they just turn it on, and then probably after it's over, they be like, wow, did we wow. That's definitely me because I'll be scared, I'll be nervous, then we start playing, I almost forget that I'm supposed to be nervous because there's a lot of people there.
So in your opinion, what makes a good producer is should you play an instrument in music, instruments and stuff like that? So what makes a good producer?
Well, those are attributes you have to be one, but a good producer in my eyes is somebody who knows how to take music and make other people relate to it. If music makes you move or makes you feel like moving, then that's the sign of a great producer. Some people make great music, but nobody, it doesn't move them. I know a lot of great musicians who make music that, I understand because I'm a musician, but the average ear doesn't relate to it, so they just be like, eh.
So what about you, Willie? So you do a lot of singing. So when do you say, okay, I'm playing an instrument, or do you play an instrument and then sing? How do you do your stuff?
It depends on the song or the gig. There's sometimes where I don't play at all, but there's sometimes where I would grab a keyboard and I'll play. Something like definitely with our introduction that we do, I end up playing. But it just depends on the gig and the song we're doing.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell us about your first song that you guys did. First song that probably Stephen will have to answer.
The single that we have out, I guess that's a prelude to the single. The the first song that it wasn't actually the first song that we actually did. It's just the first song that we decided to put on the record, you know, and that is Let It Go. We had actually a different sound, kind of more of a jazz fusion sound when we performed, but we decided that we wanted to, you know, do dance music that people could dance to and roller skate to, and, you know, drive to. And we wanted to have that same effect that the old bands like the Barcades, Midnight Star, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Cameo. When you hear songs, I don't know about you, when I hear an Earth, Wind and Fire song, it just makes me feel good. You know, cookout songs like Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Maze. Those are songs that just make you feel good. It creates an atmosphere, you know, of happiness and good times. And this is kind of the concept that we wanted to use when we created our music. You know, we wanted to create an atmosphere of good times and happiness. You know what I mean? Family. You know what I mean? Cookouts, roller skates. Party.
Well, we're gonna hear this song right now because I really like it. People, it's a good old school funk song.
Thank you so much.
I'm telling you, and I was dancing to it yesterday.
Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that on.
To it yesterday, and everybody, it's just too much. So the song, just 1 minute. Here we go. Y'all can sing to it because y'all know it. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's the weekend. But the work is 9 to 5 for me. Go to party, fellas. Feeling like I'm gonna party. What you doing? Nothing what you trying to do. But don't forget, cause you're trying to do more. Do what you call the crew. We gon' do it all time. We gon' take it like a body. Yeah. Gonna let go of anything that's on me. That will keep me from having a good time. Release all my worries and my stress tonight. I see my people on the dance floor. The music pumping, it's pumping. DJ got us begging for more. I can't control it. All I feel about it. Come on, I'm just gonna roll with it, girl. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Gonna let go of anything that's on my mind that will keep me from having a good time. Release all my worries and my stress tonight. Oh, we believe and lose control. Feel free. Come on and lose control. And lose control. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Man, this feels so good. AB, I just can't stop moving. Can't stop moving. Yeah. One more time, fellas. Come on. control. Feel free. Come on. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Wow.
Mhm.
That is it.
Oh.
Woo! I can just jump up now. It's Friday. I can see gap in there. I can see time in there. The time in there. I can see what is it? In My System. Those guys that sang that.
Oh, the system. Yeah.
Yes.
In my system. Yeah, it is called the system.
You know that one, right, Willie? Come on, let's hear it say it.
I know that one. That's before my time.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know those words. You don't know the words of that song.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that.
I get him hip. He'll love it.
Yeah, you got to hear that. He would like it. And how it comes in, how you guys go down, and then you come back up and you bring the people back up.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. You could see him all over the place talking to the people, right? He must be all over the screen. Not the screen, the stage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this song, Let It Go. People, go and get the song. It's good. It's, where you guys, just get that. Because that song, I tell you, that's a good exercise, dance, party, sit down song.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you want to do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about you. Did you do something? It's called No Diggity, or no?
Oh yeah, we did a video. We did a remake of Black Street.
Ooh, oh gosh, I like them.
Yeah, we did a remix of it, and did it in a live music version form.
So, Willie, you're not gonna be sitting down there looking in this yellow hat, not saying nothing.
Yeah, he the most talkative dude in the band.
I know, he's so quiet, isn't that? You must be amazed. Sing us a little one-liner. We know you don't got the music behind you and all that. You got No Diggity. I want to hear it.
No Diggity?
Or you want to sing something else? You know the words?
I can sing that. I mean, there ain't much to it.
It ain't much? Okay, or you want to sing something that has much? Like what?
One of my favorite songs by PJ Morton. It's called First Began. It's a dope song.
Okay.
I love it. So
look at Steve's looking at him. He didn't plan this. He didn't know nothing about this. This is me. People want to know, we hear the record, but we want to know you really put together yourself.
Okay. I got you. It goes, no one makes me feel the way you do inside. And I don't know what I would do without you, and that's no lie. If I die, I hope to find you in another life, so we can fall again and be the way we were when we first began. The first time I ever saw you smile, I want that feeling again. To be the way we were when we first began.
Woo!
Yeah, I taught him that little line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give me my credit earlier.
Which line? Which line he taught you? Which one?
Yeah. I taught that to him.
You can sing. You can really sing now. You got the music. We know you can sing without the music and with the music. Well, we're gonna put Steve on the line because he see next time you guys come on, you gotta have maybe at a recording session when you guys are just practicing, and you guys come in and you show everybody what you. I have people do that. You know, they come on their keyboard.
Really?
And they come on. Yeah, they'll be singing. They'd be singing on their show, and they'd be like, "What? What's going on?" And they have a good time. You know, they just set up and they talk, and then they have everybody there, and then they just go to their instruments, and then that's it.
Oh, that would be nice.
Mhm.
We would love to do that.
Yeah, and you won't be wearing a yellow hat and now that then.
No,
I just messing. we just messing with Willie. But anyway, go ahead.
You can hear the influences in his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never told him this, so he going, but I can hear Commission influence, Marvin Sapp,
Woo!
Fred Hammond.
You know,
yes.
Fred Hammond was one of my favorite vocalists.
He's your favorite?
He was one of my favorite when I was younger. That's why I used to listen to a lot of Fred.
Did you shake your head to know the Marvin Sapp?
Heck shit.
Stop it, man. You sound just like that dude.
Unfortunately.
He said, man.
So
Sing never would have made it. He would. Nobody would know.
That would have made it.
Nobody would know the difference.
Mm-hmm. Just because he's singing, you start getting everybody crying and singing.
All right.
I guess you can get people crying and singing when you're singing something too. And crying out to God and laying prostrate and all that. Oh Lord, why did Willie Mac go sing that song? You know, so you know, it's just so you're other people. So you're the lead singer. I know you said that, Willie Mac. Is there anybody else that backs you up? Who are the guys that back up? Nobody?
No, nope. It's just me that does any vocal stuff.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I just did a meme about this.
Oh.
He just making a meme about this. Hey,
no, but you think that you would have somebody like maybe in the chorus, everybody kind of like da, you know, even though they're not the main ones, but they might come up. You know, those old school bands used to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
the old school one.
It's just me.
What's running through your head when you're on this stage, Willie? When you're singing and everybody's relying on you to fling it up?
What's running through my head is having as much fun as possible. When I'm on stage, and pretty much what Steve said is true. Before we get on stage and right before we hit that first downbeat, I'm nervous. I'm worrying how things going to go. Are we going to be good? How's the sound going to be? How's the crowd going to react to us? But once the music starts and once we hit the downbeat, I'm worried about just having a good time. And if the people have a good time with me, cool. If not, I look at my bandmates. If they having a good time, then I'm going off that. So once I hit the stage, it's all about having a good time and staying in the groove and staying as funky as possible. So do you guys lay out your clothes, what you're gonna wear? Are you color coordinated, or what? Everybody just wear what they want to wear? Yes, we got our own T-shirts with Funkyardx going across it. Okay, I seen that in the picture.
Yeah.
So we try to stay connected as far as what we wear and our outfit. But even with that, we still try to keep it as funky as possible. So that's how we do it.
Even if we wearing suits and sports coats, we get those funky.
Yeah.
Real funky.
You guys have your own clothing line or anything like that, or not really? Are those shirts? I want a shirt. I want a T-shirt.
We got shirts. We have shirts.
You got one.
We got T-shirts. We got sweatshirts. The sweatshirts are different colors, but the T-shirts are just black with the white writing. But we have sweatshirts and everything. So, and we're working on some other stuff that's in the works. So, yeah, we got some stuff. We'll make sure you get some.
Yeah.
You got to get a hat. You got to get a.
we had masks too. We had those, but
yeah, we did have hats. Gotta get some more made.
Okay, so just name the other band members, what they do and their names, because you guys are representing them.
Okay, I'll do that. So we have on drums, John, we call him Johnny Blaze, John Turner. I've known John Turner for a long time. We went to high school, actually, high school together. So we've known him for a long time. Then we have Chris George on guitar, amazing guitar player. And one of the new guys on bass, his name is Isaiah Armstrong, but we call him Scooby.
Snacks.
He actually might be the youngest in the band. If I'm
Oh
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the youngest. And then on trombone we have I almost call him Eric Nolan. Nolan Plunkett on trombone. We have Mitch Lawrence. He's playing Barry saxophone. Then we have Johnny Cochran. He's no relation to the lawyer. On have him on tenor saxophone. And then we have Vandero. He plays trumpet.
Mm.
I also like to state that since we're on the record, I would like to state that Scooby Snacks and Chris George are haters. Yeah. So when they watch this,
you know they're gonna say something about that.
Well, hey, it doesn't matter. You have them all coming from all different directions.
Every band has some haters. There are two haters.
If you ain't doing something right, you don't have them. That's the right word. I didn't make no mistakes.
I forgot about our sound man. Can't leave him out because he makes things.
That's important.
Our sound man is Howard Diller, and he's actually amazing. The sound man. He literally just got back maybe like a couple of weeks ago. He was doing sound for Earth, Wind & Fire for their tour. So he's a dope sound man. So yeah, we got a very great team.
Yeah, our team is nice.
So you guys argue or not really?
Yeah, we have me and Johnny Blaze. Woo.
Woo!
Yeah, we had our knockdown dragouts. Well, at the end of the day,
on stage.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we brothers. Every family has them.
So you guys, you argue to disagree, and then you come to a medium.
Yeah, well, we understand that at the end of the day, even though we all have different roads to get there, we have the same goals.
So what more are we going to expect from Funkyardx, Funkyardx? Because I've never heard of you till today, and you guys and the music is great, and everybody's got to get out and hear your stuff though. So are you guys planning to have you done music for any movies, or are you guys looking to do stuff? Because now a lot of the movies are scouting you guys in the bands and to be part of the movie. So before now they're not really looking for people that want to be actors. They're looking for guys in the band to be actors. So.
Yeah, we are actually it's weird. It's funny because we just got offered a distribution deal situation, which offers that, and before I had tried to get it off into that myself, and it's a different ball game, a totally different ball game. But I believe they starting to merge the artists, just like you just said. It's starting to merge now. The artistry and bands and movies and stuff. It's starting to merge now. But back in the day, you had to be with an agency that get you placements.
They stopping all that.
Yeah, right. So it's starting. Things are starting to change. So I could see things like that in the future. Popping for us. But right now, we just trying to spread our brand, and our brand is filled with just love. Like I was saying earlier about just spreading good times, good atmosphere. Putting good times back in music. Like it was back in the day.
Well, I just really, the band is good. Have you guys performed in Canada at all, or in the Caribbean, or no?
We have not. We haven't performed in Canada yet.
Okay.
We did. I did. We were talking to somebody a couple of years ago about making a trip to Toronto.
That's where everything happens.
It fell apart, but
okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, when the pandemic is fully, this whole thing is fully under control. So what about in the Caribbean? Have you guys played down there or anything, or no?
Not the band.
Okay.
Not our band. As a matter of fact, I had went down there with another artist, Neil, to Tobago, and I made a few connections, and they were trying to bring us there right before the pandemic hit.
Whoa!
And then the pandemic.
You would have had a nice time.
Yeah. I
went there on vacation. I went there on vacation, but not to play though.
Where? Tobago?
No, not to Tobago. I went to Ocho Rios.
Oh, Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the head office for this for the TV station is in Barbados.
Oh, nice.
Where Rihanna and all of them are down there, and my parents come from there too. So. But I'm Canadian. So.
Gotcha. Are you Canadian born and raised?
Huh? Yes. So you guys are just doing so much, and because you guys are tourist music. You guys are in that era, because that's where people want, when they go on vacation, they want to dance, they want to hear good music, and they want to hear the bands.
Yes, ma'am. We love to get down there. Hopefully we could strike those talks back up in the Caribbean.
It's true, because it's good, because you just got to adjust a little bit to the heat, but it's nothing, a little fan or whatever if you're playing, because sometimes you're outside, and then you gotta you just gotta change the variations of music. You could play everything, and I could see you guys doing things like that. So do you have any shout outs or things that you want to give to anybody that you want to, and you guys got to come back with your other singles, and we want to hear you live and direct.
Yes. I would like to start out shouting out again Derek Wooten, who's giving us a place to rehearse and practice every week. He's been great for us. I also like to shout out Cleveland, Ohio, for all of their support. we get plenty of support at home.
Okay.
And Willie.
Shout out my mama. Not saying.
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
You can if you want to. It's
right.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Now shout out my fam and those that just been rocking with us for a while. We definitely appreciate the love and the support. Keep rocking with us, and we definitely got some music hopefully coming out soon for everybody. So stay tuned. Come tuned to our shows. We got some stuff coming up. So if y'all want to come and see us, come check us out.
Well, you guys are gonna definitely come back here, and with this I'm gonna hear some more of this music. And I know a lot of people that got a little taste of that, and they're probably all looking it up. They're looking it up and saying, you know what, I want to see this.
Well, if they wanted to follow us, we'll.
Yeah. So tell us your social medias and tell us where we can reach you.
Okay, you can get updated on all our social media platforms are at Funkyard, at FUNKYARDX, one word, Funkyardx. On all social media platforms. You can also look us up on YouTube at Funkyardx, or the Funkyard Experiment. You can find us at our videos, and then you can get updated. Our website, our webpage just came down in what was that, at the beginning of February, but it's going back up. And that will be www.funkyardx.com when it's back up. But those did Willie leave us?
He left us. He left out, but it's okay. Maybe he just goes coming back in.
Yeah, so that was rude. Just leave without saying anything.
Well, maybe he got cut off. I tell you something. This internet, the thing, but we just let it roll because we just let it roll because you just never know what could happen. So, anyways, here he is. He's got his hat. He's got his hand on his head.
People keep calling me. I don't know why.
Well, that's why you gotta be at home when you do the thing. But it doesn't matter even at home because earlier something just happened. I don't know. This doesn't, when it does happen, it happens because the internet's just being overstretched. But anyways, I do want to thank you guys for coming on today and telling us about this and giving people awareness. And we're looking forward for you to come back again. Maybe when you guys go in the studio, just reach out to me and just let me know, and then we'll just cut it. If it's late or whatever, just cut that right there and then. And then that way we'll see all the other members of your band.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good.
DBoss, we'd like to thank you as well. Shout out to you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
Boy, you guys are powerful, and you guys are so humble. Gosh. People gonna be checking out the things after this. Let me pull that Willie Mac. Let me pull up this guy and see what they're doing. But anyways, I do want to thank everybody for watching, tuning into Real Life Matters tonight. So everybody, bye for now.